Welcome. I'm Shobi. I'll be guiding you through today's practice. Today's short practice will be focused just on overall general health and well-being. A short practice, hatha practice. Let's begin by lying down in a constructive pose to get in tune with our breath. Let's place that left arm over the heart and right hand over the belly. And let's begin to bring our awareness to our breath. Begin to take long inhales, making your exhales just as long as the inhales. As you do so, become aware of the rise and fall of your belly and your chest. Making sure to breathe deeply from the belly and exhaling fully and deeply. Continue to breathe. Long and full. Become aware of the coolness at the tip of your nose as you inhale, and the slight warmth as you exhale. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose, and keeping your awareness on your breath. Any sudden thoughts that come to mind, observe them with no judgment and let them pass. Continue breathing here. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here at your own pace. Again, making those inhales just as long as the exhales. From here, let's take the right leg. And we're going to place that right foot on top of the left thigh, coming to a half pigeon. If you'd like to deepen the pose, you're welcome to lift that left leg off of the ground and grab hold anywhere that's comfortable. Or you can choose to remain here. Continue to breathe fully and deeply. Again, bringing your awareness to your breath. One more deep breath here. Big inhale and deep exhale. Slowly release that right foot, placing it back down on the mat, resting here in constructive pose for 1 deep breath. Now let's take that left foot, placing it on the right thigh for a half pigeon on the other side. Again, you're welcome to deepen the pose by lifting that right foot off of the mat and grabbing hold behind that leg if that feels good for you today. And remember to keep in mind, if there are any poses that don't work well for you, please do choose a pose that does. Continue to breathe. Keeping your awareness on your breath. Breathing fully and deeply. One more deep breath here. At your own pace. And slowly and gently place that left foot back down onto the mat. Stay here for one deep breath. And slowly rolling over to either side. Whatever side suits you best. Staying there for one deep breath. And using your hand to gently press yourself up. Let's come to a tabletop pose. Now in this tabletop pose, we want to make sure our shoulders and wrists are in line and our hips and knees are in line. Now in this tabletop pose, we also want to make sure our head and neck are neutral. Let's take a big inhale for cat, taking our gaze slightly upwards. Big arch in the spine, sending that tailbone up to the sky. And as we exhale, coming into cow, rounding the spine, rolling the shoulders forward, slightly tucking the chin into the chest, tucking the hips and tailbone under as well. Again, inhale for cat, squeezing those shoulders down and back, sending that tailbone up to the sky. And again for cow. Take your time here, one vertebrae at a time. Moving with the flow of your own breath. Another big inhale for cat. And exhale for cow. One more deep inhale from the belly for cat. And exhale for cow. Let's bring the big toes together and knees apart, sending the hips down and back, and walking those hands to the front of the mat for child's pose. Resting the head gently down on the mat, and coming back to your breath. Continue to breathe. Notice with every exhale, your spine lengthens and goes a little bit deeper. Take one more deep breath here in child's pose at your own pace. And walking your hands closer to you, pressing yourself up, back into tabletop, making sure the feet and knees are in line, shoulders and wrists are in line, and hips and knees are in line. Spine and neck are neutral. Let's step those feet back just a little bit, coming onto the balls of our feet, and pushing ourselves up into downward dog. Making sure that our head and arms are in line. If your heels don't meet the mat, that's okay. Continue to breathe. You're welcome welcome to pedal the heels out, dropping that right heel, bending the left knee. Maybe staying here for a breath. And again, switching sides, dropping that left heel and bending the right knee. Take a few deep breaths here, moving with the pace of your own breath. Slowly pedaling out those heels. And bringing your awareness back to your breath. Now you can either step or hop your feet to your hands. And we're going to come to a standing position for mountain pose. Now here in mountain pose, feet are shoulder width distance, hands are at your side, shoulders are down and relaxed. Chest is open. Take a quick mental note of how your balance feels. Continue to breathe fully and deeply. In through the nose and out through the nose. Being mindful of breathing deep from the belly. Now slowly bending the knees, bringing the hips down, bringing the hands down to the mat. We're going to come to a comfortable seated position. Now in this seated position, we're just going to take a quick mental note of how our body, mind, and spirit is feeling. One more deep breath here. Then using the hands and straightening out the legs, we're going to come to Shavasana. Feet are apart, hands are apart, palms facing up, spine is long, neck is neutral. And keeping your awareness on your breath. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your body, bringing some gentle movement to the fingers and toes, maybe rocking the head side to side, or even taking a big stretch with your arms overhead. At your own pace, roll over to either side, whichever side suits you best. Stay here for one breath. Then using your hands to gently press yourself up. Let's come to a seated position to close out today's practice. Let's bring the hands to heart center. Keeping our awareness on our breath. Take a deep breath and take those hands overhead. And exhale, bringing them back to heart center. Thank you for letting me share my practice with you.
May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be full of love and light. Namaste.